Here I am again. Another day, another disappointment. I keep telling myself it will get better, but does it ever? I don't even know what I'm waiting for anymore. I'm tired of life. Why is it so hard to find a job? People say, keep going, don't give up, it will happen. But what if it doesn't? I'm just drifting through days that all feel the same. I have no purpose, no direction. God, are you up there? Do you see me? Because right now, I don't think you see me. Everyone says you have a plan, but what about mine? What about the life I dreamed of, the one I worked so hard for? God, is this your way of testing me? Or have I already failed? I can't even pay my rent anymore. Every month, it's the same panic. Where am I supposed to find the money? And food. I'm barely eating as it is. I can't remember the last time I had a proper meal. This isn't living. It's surviving. And now the landlord's given me 2 months' notice. 2 months. What am I supposed to do? I have no job, no money, and soon, I won't even have a roof over my head. I'm running out of time, and I'm running out of options. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm trying to hold on, but it feels like everything's slipping away. I can't even send money to my parents. They're counting on me, but I can't help them. I can't even help myself. What kind of man am I if I can't take care of the people I love? Maybe I should go see my friend, see if he has something to give me. It's embarrassing. I never thought I would be in this position, begging for help, relying on others just to feed myself. But what choice do I have? Swallow my pride or starve? Maybe Daniel will understand, maybe he won't. But I have to try. This walk feels longer than usual. Every step feels heavier, like I'm dragging my feet through mud. I never thought it would come to this, walking to a friend's house. Not for a visit, not for a chat, but to ask for help. To beg, really. How did I end up here? When did my life become this mess? Hey, Gideon. It's been a while. How are you doing? Hi, Daniel. It's been a while indeed. I'm just trying to survive. How about you? I'm all right. Please come in. So, what's been going on? It's been a while since we last caught up. Yeah, it has. Honestly, I've been having a tough time lately. I've been struggling to find a job. It's like every door is closing on me. That's really rough, man. What's been the toughest part for you? Just the constant worry, I guess. I'm behind on rent, and I can barely afford to eat. It's like every day is a new challenge. I've been trying to keep it together, but it's hard. I can't even imagine how stressful that must be. I'm really sorry you're going through this. Thanks, Daniel. I hate to ask this, but I really need help. I'm in a tough spot and was hoping you might be able to spare something. Even a little would really help me get by. I wish I could. Unfortunately, I used up my whole salary for the month on bills and other things. In fact, I've been thinking of borrowing some money from relatives just to make it through until my next paycheck. I understand, Daniel. I wouldn't ask if it weren't absolutely necessary. It's just so frustrating being in this position. I know, and it's frustrating for me too. I really want to help, but right now I'm financially strained. I get it. I appreciate you being honest with me. I'm just trying to find a way to make it through these next couple of weeks. Maybe I'll find something soon. I hope so. It's really tough out there, but if things change or if there's any other way I can help, I will let you know. Thanks, Daniel. It means a lot to me that you're willing to listen, even if you can't help right now. I will just keep pushing forward and hope something comes up. That's the spirit. Keep your head up. Trust in God, and I'm sure things will turn around soon. Thanks for your words of encouragement. I really appreciate that. You're welcome, Gideon. Stay strong. Thanks. I thought maybe Daniel could help. Maybe he had something to spare. But I guess everyone is struggling in their own way. I can't even be mad at him. He's just as financially stretched as I am. Walking home with nothing but empty pockets and heavier shoulders. God, I'm trying. But how much more can I take? I can't keep running to people for help and coming up empty-handed. How did life become this hard? Wasn't I supposed to be doing better by now? I feel like I'm moving backwards, losing more every day. No job, no money, Nothing to show for all the effort I've put in. God, I've always tried to live right. I've never gone out of my way to hurt anyone. I've done my best to be a good person, to follow your word. But why does it feel like I'm being punished? I know the Bible says that life won't always be easy for believers, that we will face trials and challenges. John 16 verse 33 says, "In this world you will have trouble. But take heart. I have overcome the world." I know this verse. Lord, I have held on to it. I have tried to keep faith through the hard times. But right now, these challenges feel like too much for me to bear. Lord, you said that if we have faith as small as a mustard seed, we can move mountains. But what if the mountain doesn't move? What if it just keeps getting steeper? I don't want to question you, Lord, but I'm struggling to understand. Please, show me the way through this. Help me carry this load, because it's weighing me down. Please, God, help me find the way. A thought came into my mind. Maybe I should go see Mrs. Jones. But before I start another long walk to her house, I should first of all call her on phone to confirm if she is at home. There is no point wasting my energy to her house if she's not even at home.
Gideon calling. Why is this poor man called Gideon calling me? What does he want? Every time I see his name flash on my phone, I know he is about to beg for money. It's always the same thing with him, begging for money, pleading for help. Doesn't he have any pride? I'm not picking up this call. I refuse to listen to your sob story again. I know exactly what Gideon is going to think when I don't pick up. He may think I'm deliberately ignoring him, and you know what? He's right. But I can't have him showing up at my house either, knocking on my door with those sad eyes and endless stories. I need to make sure he doesn't bother me here. I know what I'll do. Let me call my daughter and give her some instructions. If Gideon comes around asking for me, she can just say I'm not at home. It's simple, and it keeps me out of this mess. He won't know that I'm right inside, avoiding him.
Mrs. Jones isn't picking up. Maybe she's busy or not near her phone. Well, since she's not picking up, I should just go to her house, and hopefully she will be at home. Good afternoon, my dear. How are you? Is your mother home?
Good afternoon, Uncle Gideon. I'm fine, thank you. My mom said I should tell you that she is not at home right now. She is busy with something inside and can't come out.
Oh, she is busy inside? So, she's actually home?
Well, yes, but she told me to say she is not at home. What is this girl saying? Did she really just tell Gideon I'm inside? Is she not wise enough to understand all these? But I didn't think she would mess up so badly. Let me go outside. Gideon, what are you doing here? Sonia, what instruction did I give to you? Mom, I'm sorry. Enough. Just go inside. I will deal with you when I get inside.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Jones. I came to talk about something important.
Well, Gideon, I am busy right now. I don't have time for any conversation.
I understand you're busy, but I really needed to speak with you. I tried calling, but you didn't pick up.
I was occupied, and I didn't want to be disturbed. I told my daughter to say I wasn't around.
Sorry for disturbing you, Mrs. Jones. The reason why I came here is that I needed financial assistance. Even if it's just a small amount, I would really appreciate it. Life has been tough lately, and I'm struggling to get by.
I knew it. Always begging for something. You, this wretched man, always turning up at people's doors.
I understand you're upset, but I'm truly in need. I'm doing my best to get by, but right now, I just need a bit of support.
Support? You want support? It's always the same with you. You think everyone should open their doors and wallets for you. Look at you, always in a need. Poor man. Well, there's no more kindness to give here. Good luck, Gideon. You're on your own.
Thank you, Mrs. Jones. But before I go, I would like to say something. Teaching your daughter how to lie is totally wrong. Please stop it.
Gideon, are you here to correct me on how to train my daughter? I didn't ask for a lesson on parenting from you.
Mrs. Jones, I'm not trying to criticize you. Proverb 12 verse 22 says the Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. I think it's important to be honest, even in difficult situations.
You know what, Gideon? I've had enough. I'm not here to listen to your judgment on how I handle things. You came here asking for help, and now you're lecturing me on how to raise my child? You've insulted me with your comments. Don't worry. I will deal with you mercilessly.
I didn't mean to upset you. I just wanted to express how I felt.
Well, your feelings are noted, but I have my own way of handling things. If you have a problem with that, you'll need to deal with it elsewhere. Stressing me out.
Goodbye, Mrs. Jones. I went to Mrs. Jones' house with hope that she would help, but instead, I walked into a storm of insults. She didn't even try to understand, just saw me as a beggar, a wretched man with nothing to offer. I thought maybe she would show a little kindness, but all I got was insult. It's hard enough being in this situation without having to face that kind of treatment. But I guess that's just how some people see you when you're down. What's next? I can't just give up. I need to figure something out. Maybe there's another chance somewhere. Wait. There's a restaurant nearby. Maybe I should stop by and ask if they have any vacancies. Good afternoon. I'm sorry to bother you, but I was wondering if you have any job openings here. I'm really in need of work.
Good afternoon. You're looking for a job. Well, it's been quite busy around here lately. We might be looking for extra hands, but I'm not sure about the details. Let me ask the manager for you. Could you wait here for a moment?
Of course, thank you. I appreciate it.
I just spoke with the manager, and as a matter of fact, we do have a vacancy. We urgently need a server. If you're interested, the position is yours to take.
Really? That's amazing. I'm absolutely interested. I will take the job. Thank you so much for checking. I'm ready to start whenever you need me.
Great to hear. I will let the manager know you're on board. You will just need to fill out some paperwork, and we can get you started right away. Let me grab the forms for you.
Thank you.
I'm so hungry. I can't even think about cooking right now. Just the idea of standing in the kitchen, preparing a meal. No, I'm not up for that. I should just go to the restaurant and grab something to eat. At least, I won't have to worry about dishes afterward. I'm glad I decided to drive instead of walking. At least in the restaurant, I don't have to lift a finger. I just hope the service is quick today. I don't have the patience to wait too long.
Welcome, Mrs. Jones.
Gideon, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you've managed to get a job at this restaurant.
Yes, Mrs. Jones. I just started working here as a server. It's not much, but I am grateful to God for the opportunity.
I can't believe it. You somehow managed to land a job here? I wanted you to stay in poverty and remain poor. But look at you, working and getting paid.
Mrs. Jones, I'm just trying to make a living and turn things around for myself. I've been struggling, and this job is a blessing for me.
A blessing, you say? You think you deserve a blessing after insulting when you came to my house? Don't worry, I will make sure you stay trapped in poverty, just like always. You won't get out of it. Excuse me, is the manager around? Yes, madam, the manager is here. Is there a problem? No, there's no problem. Actually, I need to discuss something with the manager. My friend's daughter is getting married, and I would like your restaurant to handle the catering for the event. Oh, that sounds great. I'm sure the manager will be happy to help with that. Madam, please give me a minute. Hi, manager. A customer wants to discuss a catering services with you. Oh, okay. What's the event about? She mentioned it's for her friend's daughter's wedding. She wants our restaurant to handle the catering. All right, let her come in. Okay. Hello, madam. You are welcome. I learned you want to make an inquiry about our catering service for a wedding ceremony. Yes, that's part of why I'm here, but there is something much more urgent we need to address first. It's about one of your employees, Gideon. Gideon? What's the issue? Your company is at serious risk with Gideon working here. He's a magnet for bad luck, and if you're not careful, he could bring misfortune to your entire business. I strongly suggest you relieve him of his duties immediately. His presence here could be catastrophic. You don't want someone like that dragging your company down. That's a strong accusation. What makes you say this? I've seen it firsthand. His bad luck isn't just personal, it spreads to those around him. I have had my own experiences dealing with his misfortune, and it's only a matter of time before it affects your business too. I'm warning you for your own good. He's not the kind of person you want on your team. Thank you so much, madam. I appreciate your concern, but I will need to look into this carefully. I hope you do. It's in your best interest. That was easier than I thought. The manager didn't see it coming at all. With the way I framed it, she's bound to question whether keeping Gideon around is worth the risk. Some people just are not meant to get ahead in life, and Gideon is one of them. For insulting me, he will regret it. I will make sure he pays for crossing me. I did what needed to be done, and I won't feel guilty about it. Let's see how he handles it when the bottom falls out again. Oh my goodness. That driver is speeding toward me. He's about to hit me.
Excuse me, sir. May I ask you are related to Mrs. Jones? Yes, I'm her younger brother. What's the situation, doctor? How is she? I'm very sorry to have to tell you this, but we lost her. The injuries she sustained from the accident were too severe. We did everything we could, but she didn't make it.
Finally, I'm here. I've made it to heaven. God, let me in.
We need to discuss your time on Earth before you can enter. Your actions and choices have been reviewed.
What are you talking about? I lived my life, did what I thought was right, and tried to handle things as best as I could.
Your actions were marked by anger, lying, deceit, and a lack of compassion. You sought to harm others and pursued revenge rather than forgiveness. Your life was driven by motives that did not align with the principles of love and mercy.
But I didn't mean to hurt anyone permanently. I just wanted things to go my way. Isn't there any way I can prove that I've changed?
The consequences of your actions have led to a different path you never wanted to go. Heaven is for those who seek and practice love and kindness. Because of your actions, you must face the consequences of a life lived in pursuit of harm and bitterness. You will be directed to hell.
No. This can't be happening. I thought I would be welcomed here. Isn't there any chance for me to stay?
The path you chose on Earth has led you to this outcome. Hell will be a place where you face the impact of your wrongful actions and confront the reality of the choices you made.
This place. It's more horrifying than I ever imagined. I was so consumed by anger and revenge that I never saw the damage I was causing. I wish I had understood sooner the cost of my choices. I regret every action driven by hatred and every moment I spent plotting against others. If only I had acted with kindness instead. Now, all I have left are my regrets and the pain of knowing it's too late to change anything.